viewers, in this episode 2 we are going to be showing you how to choose your migration agent, giving you a few tips here and there. Enjoy. Thank you. I'm going to be asking you just now, Ethel, how you got to hear about Sharon and so on. But yeah, we have, there are people who are going to be offering their services, and you must do your research.
Yeah.
Please, I'm not saying that you have to go with Ethel and Ian only and everyone else is bad. That's not the case at all. There are plenty of really good ones, but please do your research. Do your research. Talk to other customers of theirs. If you go to Joe Soap and Fred Blokes, do your research. Find out how long have they been in the business. Do they have testimonials? And not testimonials somebody that has been coerced into saying a few good words, but talk to as many people as you can. Immerse yourself in the group of people who have come across from South Africa and other countries. How have they been treated? How has their application been dealt with? And so on. But getting back to you, Ethel, how did you find Ian and Sharon? I mean, how did you locate them?
Well, it was basically a Google search right at the beginning, yeah. And they were having I think sort of a thing in one of the hotels where they sort of do their services and what have you. And I sort of clicked it over to my sort of archived files, and I'll get to it somewhere along the line. And a couple of months later, I had a bad experience on the road, and I just got to working one of those, damn it, I've had enough moods, and I picked it up, and I saw they were in Constantia, and they were literally a road down from the place I used to work at. So I thought, well, let me give these people a call. Gave them a call. They were very helpful on the phone, and I gave them my information. They told me they'd get back to me, and they did get back to me. And then I basically just, I asked them all the difficult questions. I went in, and one of the questions I asked them was, if it's so good in New Zealand, why are you living in Cape Town? And Ian laughed, and he said, well, that's where we're planning on going. Our business is here, but we are also planning to go over. So I asked them all the difficult questions, and they actually gave me honest answers.
Fantastic.
And when I was looking for people in New Zealand to sort of get into conversation with and find out a bit about it, one of the ladies that I got in contact with, her family had actually been brought over by Sharon and Ian many years before.
Okay.
And it was just sort of, but they brought us over as well. So we had a bit of more common ground then as well. So, yeah, it was just the way they dealt with me. I wasn't just, we want this money at that date, and we don't start anything until we get the money. They started things beforehand. They treated me like a person. I was, invited to the office at any time I want to. Give us a call at least. If you're worried about anything, give us a call. We'll be able to help you. It was just that personal touch.
That's
and when the problems came along later, they were there for me. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a case of, well, the paperwork has been done, you must wait.
Yes.
And when I got worried, they were there to be kind, and they were also there to kick my butt.
Yes.
And that I appreciate as well. And they were very good to my family.
That is a good thing, and it actually brings me very neatly, actually, thank you, onto the next point, is that we South Africans have got a culture of either shortcutting, bucking the system, or somehow trying to circumvent the correct procedure. And I want to say to you now, try your hardest to get rid of that mindset now. The reason, and in our year and a half that we've now been here, the amount of people we've spoken to who have expressed a dissatisfaction with the company they've used, and they said, something has gone wrong. More times than not, it has been a situation where they've had to do something and they said, nah, I'll just find a shortcut, I will do this instead. Yeah. Please don't do that. You are just prejudicing your own success. I can't speak for other immigration agents, But I can tell you this from Sharon and Ian's point of view. If they tell you to go A, B and C, please don't go A, C, D, B and so on, because you won't arrive at Z. Do things as they tell you and when they tell you, because once that has been done, it will be a whole lot better. We tried, based on the advice of others, who said to us, if you do it yourself, you'll save thousands. We're not going to say to you at this time that doing it yourself is a waste of time, because there are people achieving success doing that. What I am going to say to you...
They're the exception, not the rule.
Yeah. Ethel is 100% right. It's the exception, not the rule. Rather, do it the way they tell you. These are people who've been in the game 20 years. They know what they're doing. They know to follow this step, speak to this person, fill in this form, hand it in, so on. They know. Another thing too, which I feel is a very important thing, that wherever you are, you might be in South Africa waiting for your travel documentation, you might be sitting in Auckland awaiting your residency, or you might be waiting for something. Rumors abound. In as much as there are great people out there, there are the scandal and rumor mongers, and they are the very lowest of bottom feeders. People who start rumors are bad. So when you hear a statement, they said, or I hear that the laws are changing and you have to have 3 years and 19 toes to be able to get into New Zealand, do yourself a favor and speak to Sharon and Ian or your migration agent and get it from the horse's mouth. And if they can't answer you, Sharon and Ian were able to answer. But if your migration agent cannot answer you, go to the New Zealand Migration, it's NZA, the authorities, and they will give you direct from the horse's mouth. Because, and it's not just South Africans who start the rumours, it's all over. Rumour mongering is not a respecter of cultural or citizen boundaries. Everybody wants to do it. But yeah, we've now covered what makes us want to move. We've now covered the decision of moving. We're going to go into things in a lot more detail in future episodes, I hope. If you also have any questions, please put them underneath in the comments, and we will do our very best to answer them. And if we can't, we will hopefully give you websites to go and have a look at. We are not here, we're not authorities at all, we're not experts. We're just simply guys that have survived the move so far, 18 months down the track. And you, 2 years, eh?
Yeah, this February will be 3 years.
3 years, there we go. So yeah, we'll have a bash at helping you out and answering questions. We want to wish you both, we both want to wish you
all the best.
All the best for your move, yeah.
There's just one thing, you know, is when you were talking about people cutting the corners and what have you. I think what you've got to do is realize you are taking good money that you've saved up, and you are giving it to your migration officer, the person that's going to be helping you to get here. You've got to realize that they are the experts. We both use Sharon and Ian, so we can speak out of that experience. I know that they move over hundreds of families a year. Now that's hundreds of families. They are dealing with immigration every single day and every single minute of the day. And because of the time difference, I know that they are working until late in the night as well. They live, breathe and sleep immigration to New Zealand. There is no way that you are going to have the ability and the knowledge that they have now. They've been doing it for 2 decades and more.
Yes.
So if you're paying your good money to somebody to get this done for you, be smart enough to keep your nose out of your own migration. They're the experts.
Absolutely.
Your job is to find a job when you get here. Yes. Their job is to make sure that all the paperwork is done, that the correct procedures are followed, that you knock on the right door at the right time.
Yes.
That is the, and when you get to the problem, and problems do come up. Some people are just smooth sailing, as one band, thank you, man. But sometimes there are problems that come up. They're the people that you go to. In fact, they're the people that will see the problems and then sort out the problems for you before you even see it.
Yes.
So, yeah, you're going to be paying good money for a service. but you have to be confident that that service is good.
Yes.
The service that we got was excellent.
Absolutely faultless.
Yeah.
In fact, you raise excellent points, Ethel. When you are on your path of migration, things change, laws change. Today they might need photographers with 3 eyes. Tomorrow they might be needing chefs with 3 hands. Things change, and the migration criteria will change. The people who are going to know that first are going to be your migration agents. And Ian and Sharon make it their business to maintain regular and open communication channels with the immigration authorities, and they know what the changes are, they know if there is a workaround, and they will be able to assist you in saying, well, all right, that avenue is closed, now let's look at another avenue. If you're doing this on your own, you have to make sure you know that at all times. And I think, we'll probably cover many of these other topics in future episodes, we hope. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you want to see more, and if there are any other specific subjects you want to have covered. In the meantime, have a cup of coffee and enjoy the day.
Cheers, bro.